Just imagine you're caught in a situation such as this. Your hands and feet are bound, your eyes are blindfolded, your nose is covered, and your mouth is also covered. Now, this was a situation that a senior citizen had to endure as robbers gained entry to his house and tied him up. He did not survive this vicious and cruel attack. It is believed that he suffocated. Hi again and welcome. This is Links R0bber TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and click on all so you're always in tune whenever time we post new videos. We'll be right back after the break with the details to come on the program. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links R0bber TV. Let's talk. Some people might ask the question, why do you always cover stories relating to crime? But guess what? Crime is a reality, and whether or not we like it or we fail to accept the fact, it is out there. And if we don't publicize certain things that is going on around the world or within a specific geographical location, then people will be unaware and they will not know what choice to make whenever they decide to venture into certain location. These videos are just created as eye-openers for many to see the world that we're living in. It is also used as a means just to educate the general public in relation to what is going on around us. Now, I came across a story of a senior citizen. This individual was said to be 62 years old, and somehow he suffocated after robbers gained entry to his house by one means or another, or they might have followed him inside when he was coming home. Now, what transpired to this individual is very shocking, and it's still very alarming based on the circumstances that resulted in his death. Now, the community is left in shock and in disbelief after the news of how this senior citizen, Bunny Morris, lost his life in what police believe was a robbery that went totally wrong. This is Links R0bber TV, and we're about to provide you with the details of this to come right now on the program. So let us analyze this situation right now. Just imagine you work all your life, and when you're in your age of retirement, when you should be enjoying the fruits of your labor, someone out there praying you just in order to cut your life short. Now, this was a situation that occurred in Westmoreland, and I can tell you that when we look on what is going on, it's one of those situations once more that does cause for real stringent measures to be implemented in order to curtail what is going on. So, a senior citizen was found unresponsive, apparently as a result of suffocation, after robbers used duct tape to cover his eyes, nose, and mouth at his home in Westmoreland. Residents of Barneyside have been left in shock at the death of Gladstone Bunny Morris, who was said to be 62 years old. He was found unresponsive in his house on Tuesday. His hands and feet were also bound with a shoe's lace. So maybe these individuals that gain entry to Mr. Morris' house use his own shoes lace in order to tie his hand behind him so he could not even help himself. The community is in a sad mood, and it's because this individual was said to be a senior citizen, a law-abiding citizen, somebody who the community looked up to. So for this to happen, it was really a blow and came as a shock to the community. Superintendent Robert Gordon, commanding officer of the Westman Police Division, stated that this news sent shockwave throughout the entire police division. So reports are that about 8 a.m., citizens saw Morris Ford truck abandoned in Hanover community and summoned the police. The Betheltown police then made checks at his home and the body was discovered. According to the police superintendent, it appears though as if the farmer was robbed. So Mr. Morris was a farmer man. The man basically plant his crop and basically do his thing in order to earn an honest living. Now, somewhere along the line, someone must have known where he would be, or might be these are individuals that were actually known to him. However, the police report that his truck was found abandoned in Hanover, which might be a case where he was abducted from that location and transported back to his residence where he was actually tied up and robbed. People in the community are speculating that this act must have been carried out by someone that he must have been affiliated with or someone that knew where he would be at that particular time. One resident stated that I think there was a robbery based on the state of which the room was found in. It was ransacked and his F-150 Ford truck was also stolen. The individual stated, there was no sign of forced entry at the house, so we are not sure where this is coming from. So this means as if when there was no sign of forced entry to the house, it sends a clear message that whosoever gained entry to his house must have gained entry to the house with him or with his acceptance, or might be forcefully gain entry to the house. So there are a number of things that the people in the community are looking at, because the person behind it could be someone that this individual actually knows. So Mr. Morris' motor vehicle, however, contained a flat screen television, a fan, a power saw, and other items. So the residents now are speculating that this was a clear sign of a robbery that went terribly wrong and this individual lost his life. The area is so quiet according to the resident, and it like when this happened, it has sent shockwave throughout the community, and it is not like the area is violent. So for this to happen, it has left the community in a state of disbelief. Not saying that this could not have happened to anyone, but it's one of those situations that the community stated should never have happened to this individual, because he was such a quiet and humble individual that the community looked up to in the most highest fashion there is. The police are working assiduously though to bring the culprits to justice, and the community members are so far communicating and helping the police as much as they can, hopefully in order to have some concrete evidence in order to nab those responsible for carrying out this brutal crime on an individual that was deemed a senior citizen in the community. The community right now is in total disbelief, and as news spread of this, it has sent shockwave throughout the entire community, and persons that would have been affiliated with this individual stated that he did not deserve this type of death. But what I believe are based on my own personal assumption, I believe that these criminals were not intended to kill Mr. Morris. However, they might have duct taped his mouth, and somehow his nose might have got caught in that tape that was placed over his mouth. Now, he would have been in the house for a period of time, and during this period of time, based on the fact that he was not getting enough oxygen to his body, he then suffocated after the robbers gained entry to his house and ransacked it, looking for either money or any valuables that they deem could be used in order to be profited from. But as reported in the first instance of this, his F-150 pickup truck was actually stolen, and inside that truck there was a number of items that were inside that truck, including a flat screen television, a fan, a power saw, among other personal items. But when we look on what is going on and with what happened to this individual, 62 years old, should never have happened. And it just goes to show you the world that we are living in and how serious it is. Crime and violence is taking over. It's wreaking havoc in the lives of many. Just imagine those last moments of this individual life when he would have breathed that last breath and was there trying to hold on to what last moment he had. These individuals that carried out this act, they had no remorse for what they did, based on the fact that they could have at least pulled the tape from his mouth and at least give him that chance in order to live to see another day. But instead, they ransacked his house, they took what they wanted, and then they made their escape with the man's motor vehicle. However, as the police carry out their investigation, the police are hoping though that they can make a breakthrough within this case, as this one has rocked the Westmoreland community and also the police division as well. But once more, we are reporting on something that is a cause for concern, and it's a spate of violent acts, especially against female and especially against the senior citizens of our land. It can't continue like this, and until some real serious and stringent measures are put in place, this is where we're gonna see the real effect of crime and violence going down. This is where we're going to leave this one here for now, though. Thanks for watching. Such a sad thing to report on, but always here to provide you with the latest information as it relates to breaking news and current events happening right across the world. This has been R0bber TV. Let's talk. Peace out, and thanks for watching as always. Have a blessed and productive day from the Links TV family.